Well, hey, welcome everybody. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. I can't believe I get to speak. This is incredible. And I have to thank my team for the vast majority of my success because I've been surrounded by some solid people. And I've been in the industry for 18 years, but since I joined Experior, I've had so much more success and I really can't believe it because it's been so great. But my topic today really is, when we are, whenever you do anything in life, but especially when you're building a business like this, sometimes you're going to find out that as you're moving forward, you're going to see yourself in front of, I'm going to call it a pile of lemons. Can you see my screen? I hope you can. Because sometimes life hands you a big pile of lemons, and I hope you don't mind the picture. It's more representative. The thing is, you can't go around this pile. You can't go over it. There's only one thing, and that is you have to go through it. And everybody here who's had any level of success has gone through at least one of these piles. And because on the other side of this pile of lemons are your goals and your dreams. So there's no shortcuts. Going through this pile, you are going to grow as a person. I will tell you that. You will not be the same person when you get to the other side of the pile as you started. Your life won't be the same. And as dirty and as stinky as that pile of lemons may be, it's worth it. Trust me, it is really, really worth it. And there's some challenges going through that. When you look at this business, there's all sorts of crazy challenges, and most of them are in our heads. But these challenges are everything from, fighting to get your license, the fears that you might have about yourself, doubts, people telling you no, an appointment counseling. And of course, there's always the haters who say, whatever you're doing is wrong or you can't do it. Ignore those people because they don't know what they're talking about. And if that happens to be inside your head, that part of your head doesn't know what it's talking about either. Okay? Trust me. So what I really wanted to do, though, is I want to talk a little bit more, not so much about success, but how to fail properly. Because sometimes we focus so much on success, we forget how to fail. And the easiest way to fail, obviously, is procrastinate. Don't even get started. You know what you want, but don't even bother looking at it. Don't even try to get there. Just wait. Leave everything to the last minute. Make it as hard as possible. Does that not make sense? If you want to do this, why make it easy? Procrastinate, make it hard. Or if you're going to go slow. Dig into that pile, get going. Don't go too fast though, because if you get to the middle of it and you're going slow enough, that whole pile can fall on you. And that won't be pretty, but I've seen it happen to so many people. You got a couple other options too. Just when you get into the pile, if you can, change directions a couple times. Don't even just go straight through it. Wander around inside that pile. I'm not sure what you're going to find. It won't be anything good, but that's the greatest way to fail is just get lost in the pile. If you can, try not to learn anything from anybody else. If they give you advice and they've had success, don't bother following it because that might actually get you through the pile quicker. And if you're trying to fail, you don't want that. If you have a problem or anything goes wrong, blame everybody else. Please don't take responsibility because if you take responsibility, you might just succeed. Does that make sense? And for the people who don't like accountability, did you know there's only 316 days left in 2023? So my recommendation is if you really want to fail at all your goals this year, wait till about, 4 o'clock on December 31st. Because by 5 o'clock, everybody's in New Year's Eve mode. So give yourself at least a solid hour this year. You don't need any more time than that, do you? Of course you do. Get going right now. But if you follow those tips, I can guarantee you will fail. That might not be what you want to hear, but sometimes we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, wait a minute, I've done some really dumb things, and I'm kind of wondering why I fail, and maybe that's why. So let's talk about success. When you look at that pile that you have to go through, first thing I want to talk about is perseverance. I have no idea how long it's going to take you to get through your pile, I've been in this business for 18 years. Sometimes I feel like I'm still not through it, but I know I am. I've gone through many piles, but persevere, go as long as it takes and as hard as it takes. And with speed, go as fast as you can. Now, I don't mean go super fast. Go as fast as your life and your family and everything around you allows you to go. When you are at work, because this business is work, but when you're at work, actually work. So spend the time that you're dedicating here towards work and maintain your focus. Your focus is really simple. Your focus is your goals. So if you know where you want to go, it makes it so much easier to get through that pile. Trust me, focus on your goals, your daily, your weekly, your yearly, your life goals. Focus on those, and that will help you get through, because sometimes you're going to get to the middle of that pile and be kind of tired. So, so now that you've gone through that pile, I got some bad news for you. Every once in a while, life is going to hand you a lemon sandwich. And the key is you're going to have to eat that sandwich. And you've got a couple options. You can sit and you can nibble around the edges of that sandwich, taking a little nibble every day, leaving that bad taste of lemons in your mouth every day until you finally can't take it anymore. Or when you get that sandwich, you know what? Grab your coffee, take that sandwich, shove it in and get it down as fast as you can, wash that taste out of your mouth and go forward. And do that with every sandwich you see. Don't procrastinate on eating those sandwiches, because that's going to cause you more problems in the long run than if you just sat back and ran full forward all the way through it. I wish I had a clock here. I have no idea how much time I have, but I just want to kind of leave on this. I wish people would spend as much time building wealth as they do on all sorts of other things that we spend our time. I've heard rumors that people spend more time planning their holidays than they do their financial futures. They spend more time planning a Super Bowl than they do Super Bowl party than they do building their financial futures. And that's not a way to success. Everyone needs to take the step forward.